Kristen Wagamaker. I'm an occupational therapist here at Muskegon Surgical Associates. I work alongside Dr. Ostrick and Dr. Terlouw in the Hand Center. Today I'm going to discuss a sometimes frustrating and pesky diagnosis called tennis elbow, otherwise known as lateral epicondylitis. This is often felt by people with pain that comes from the lateral aspect of the elbow that can shoot down into the forearm. This can be an acute condition set on from a new activity, or it can be something more chronic depending on somebody's work or leisure activities that they do on a constant basis. The pain that you can get on the side of the arm up at the elbow, contrary to a lot of people's belief, doesn't have to be from tennis. The term was coined just because of the overuse of the wrist extensors with tennis players. But oftentimes we can just get that just from using the muscles that aren't used to being used. I just want to share a few tips that I can give you for trying to decrease the chances of getting tennis elbow. Those include trying to use the bigger, stronger muscles in the arm rather than the weaker wrist muscles. So trying to use your bigger muscle groups like your shoulders, elbows. If you tend to play tennis or golf or any sport that you are using the wrists or elbows quite a bit, then it is always a good idea to do some stretches beforehand. One of the big stretches that we show in therapy to really hone in on the muscles that get affected are what we call inertial stretches. And how we do that is putting the arm out in front and bending the wrist down with the opposite arm. And you can do that to tolerance to where you feel a stretch. And some people are a little more flexible, so you do have to kind of position the wrist in a little bit different areas. But what you're looking for is a stretch coming from the elbow down the back of the forearm. Also, if this is more of an acute injury set on by a new activity, oftentimes ice or a cold compress can help with the inflammation at the area. Another way that you can reduce strain on the wrist extensors is even with gardening or excessive writing tasks or scissors. You can build up the grips to the tools that you use. That way you're not putting as much strain on the hands and wrists. Trying not to over grip on an item also is beneficial. Another thing that we often will see is improper positioning at a computer that can cause this condition. So sometimes sitting at a computer, if you don't have proper wrist support, if you tend to be in awkward positions a lot of the time with typing, you want to be in more of a neutral position. So getting a wrist support underneath your keypad or your mouse, just so you're not putting strain on the forearm and wrist. Also a big thing, common misconception is no pain, no gain. If you have pain, that's usually your body telling you that there's something wrong. So try not to push through that and stop the activity. Oftentimes we can recommend in therapy using a wrist immobilization device or a counterforce brace or strap. They tend to look like this. And if you don't see a therapist or a doctor for this condition, you can pick this up usually in the pharmacy department of a store. So this one is pretty basic. It has a stay in it to keep your wrist in a neutral position, and it attaches with Velcro. And then also there's a counterforce strap that we recommend that you can put on right over the irritation point of the tendons that is the root cause of tennis elbow. Thank you for watching today, and I hope you found benefit from the information and exercises that I have given you. If you feel you need a further medical consultation and you think you do have the signs and symptoms of tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis, please contact us here at Muskegon Surgical Associates at our Hand Center at 231-739-1933. Thank you.